Hello, everyone. Hello, friends. Welcome to Theater Arlington's Theater Thursday. Always happy to see everybody, get the chance to chat with you and tell you about all the great things that are happening at Theater Arlington. Please say hello in the chat box and let us know you're here so we can talk with you. If you have questions of our guests or of me or anything about the theater, please put those in the comments as well, and we'll try and answer those for you. Um, Always good to see you guys. Please like and share this post because that really helps us reach some more people. And that's our whole goal, is to let everybody know what's going on at Theater Arlington. And so you can help us out by liking and sharing our posts. And of course, going to our Facebook page and liking that, because that's going to tell you all of the information and make sure that we pop up on your Facebook page more often. And I know you want to see our faces on your Facebook page. So run and do that for us. Hello, Beth Marshall. Good to see you. Always like it when you're able to attend. Hello, Kathy O'Neill. Happy to see you as well. Happy Thursday to you. And I think we're going to have a really happy and fun Thursday because I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our board members here to talk to you today. So it is, again, a Meet the Board Thursday. So if you're interested in why people might be on the Theater Arlington board, or who the people are on our Theater Arlington board, we're meeting them over the next couple of weeks. And so I'm going to tell you that our construction stuff is going well. Had a fun update today. Saw some cool pictures of some possibilities. And so that is really fun. And that's all I'm going to say, other than jumping right in and talking to our lovely board members. So we're going to jump in first and talk to Dr. Felicia Abram. Hello.
Hello.
So happy to see you. Let me take this little banner down really fast so we can see everybody's names. There we go. So happy to have you join us today. Tell everyone what you do when you are not being a Theater Arlington board member. What is your real job and what do you do in life?
My real job is I am a board certified anesthesiologist. I currently practice and am working at Blue Cross Blue Shield and doing administrative work. I totally love my job. So anybody out there at Blue Cross Blue Shield, hi.
Oh, and we got to say hi. I just saw a little puppy walk by.
Uh-oh.
They might be loose and not supposed to be, but it was very cute. So I was telling you earlier, I like it when the pets are in the screenshot. So that made me really happy. And Blue Cross Blue Shield happens to actually, that's good to know that you're working with them, because that's who has my insurance. So through Texas Teacher Retirement. So I will call you with questions now.
Well, I hope I can help. So.
Of course. And I also know that you are very active in some other organizations and was on the board of another great group that we talked about last week. So tell us all about that group that you just retired from being the board president of.
Oh, so you are referring to Jack and Jill of America, the Arlington chapter. Actually, the immediate past president there. I totally enjoy that. It is an African American organization who is focused on children, similar to Theater Arlington. Definitely one of our common goals to create leadership in our youth. And we do that through philanthropic giving. And also we have a huge STEAM arts outreach. We do a lot with civic engagement and making sure that the young people are aware of what is coming up and all of the different legislative roles. And I'm just super excited to be a part of that organization. We do a lot in the community, just like Theater Arlington.
Wonderful. And so that kind of leads into my next question. What is it about Theater Arlington that made you want to serve on the board and help us to grow and thrive? So was it the children's things?
So it actually was the summer outreach program that you all have with children. And a little secret that most people don't know about me is I had an aspiring actress. And when she was younger, she had the opportunity to play a role in one of the Theater Arlington productions. And so that was my first introduction to Theater Arlington. And since then, the theater has grown, their outreach has grown, doing so much more in the community. All of the opportunities for the high schools to even interact and bring their arts departments to the theater. Those are all some of the reasons what attracted me to the board. I definitely think that everybody should have an opportunity to experience the arts in some shape, form, or fashion. So why not at Theater Arlington?
I love that answer. I'm putting that on a postcard and sending it out to folks. That's wonderful. Thank you. All right. You said you have a aspiring actress that you had so you've got a daughter. Tell us a little bit about your family.
So she is now 26, no longer doing any type of acting. She does dabble in modeling a little bit, but she does a lot of community outreach with her job as well. I also have a 20-year-old who is a junior in college at Sanford in Alabama. And then I have a junior in high school at Martin High School. Hey, Martin, shout out to Martin.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you. I'm going to come back and chat with you in just a minute. So thank you for sharing some of your life and certainly for sharing your time with the theater. I'm going to jump over. Speaking of Martin High School, let's talk to Sharon K. Miller and Mike Miller. Hello there.
Hi.
So you guys have been on the board, I think maybe 4 years now. Is that right?
Wow. Yes.
I think so. About 4 years, right? And Sharon, you are retired, but what was your job previously since we were making that Martin connection?
I was the high school theater teacher at Martin High School, one of them, and for many years. And we had a daughter that was in standing room only with Theater Arlington for several years during that time as well. So we've always been aware of Theater Arlington and the arts and education, and are big believers in it. So it wasn't until I was retired that I actually had time to work with Theater Arlington, because high school theater, as you know, Steve Morris, is a very time-consuming endeavor, and
all-consuming, yes,
all life-consuming. And so I'm now retired and very happy to be volunteering at Theater Arlington.
And we got lucky because your husband Michael retired from being an airline pilot and gave him a little bit more time to hang out with us as well. Hello, Mike.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you. Sharon, what is your favorite thing about Theater Arlington?
Well, I really love, Steve, the shows, and I love the shows that are with the children, the education that you have, your education program with the children, and how that gives them feet on stage, confidence in their lives as they move on to other endeavors in their lifetimes, and then the shows that you provide for the community, which have been, I might say, coming up in quality ever since you were master of the helm there.
Well, thank you.
And I so appreciate that. And that's when Michael and I really wanted to jump on board to watch those strong changes take place and see it's just done nothing but continue to get better. And as a member of our community, the theater, as the downtown even changes up and up and up, the theater has really been a great part of that, and you've been a great part of that change. So I think a lot of the board members would agree with me that we like to follow your leadership and help make those changes happen.
Thank you. My mother is asking us a question. She said, did Sharon and Steve ever go against each other in one act? We did every single year, and Sharon always won every time. I mean, I was very proud and happy with my program as well, but they had a stellar program there at Martin and went to the state level most years. So she and Larry Cure, who also directs here and will be directing something for us, both of them in our next season, yes, were terrific and did great. But I will say we did not really have a rivalry. We were very supportive and loving towards one another. So,
Yes, I enjoyed the theater that you produced at Lamar very much.
yes, but they did always win. All right. So, and on that, I'm taking them out and I'm going to the next person. So let's go and talk to the lovely Trinley. Hi, Trinley.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I am doing well.
So Trinley, tell us how you got involved at Theater Arlington. What made you decide, hey, yes, I'll be on the board?
So I will never forget this. 3 years ago, this is my third year serving on the board. So 3 years ago, I remember getting a letter in the mail asking if I would like to participate on the board of directors. And at first I was surprised, but then I was really excited to jump in and spread the word about Theater Arlington. I think this is a wonderful hidden gem in the city that a lot of people are unaware of. And I think the more change that comes to Arlington, the more change that's coming to the theater. I think I was just excited to be a part of that and wanted to just be a part of it, really.
Yeah, great. And I know you got that letter because you are so active in the community and doing things. And some of our current board members and friends of yours were like, hey, should be great addition. And so that's really, because people I think sometimes wonder, how the heck did I get that letter or why was I nominated? And it's really because you are already active in doing things and people knew that you would come and be a hard worker. And, you know, our board, while they do raise funds and do things, really is a working board where they actually have to come to meetings and do things and make things happen. So we knew you would do that.
But it's all fun. I mean, I'm meeting people and, you know, just doing all sorts of different things that I've always wanted to be a part of. So I'm very, very excited and really honored to be a part of this board.
Well, we are very glad you're here. Trinley is heading up our silent auction for our game night, which is going to be October the 29th. And it's going to be so much fun. I know all of you have got to start making plans. If you've not blocked that out on your calendar yet, you should, because it's going to be a evening that is great, great fun. We're going to raise some money for the theater, and you're going to hopefully go home with some wonderful prizes. And Trinley is going to help with that, so show up for that. Now, Trinley, you've got something in common with a couple of our other board members in that you have multiple children, right? Don't you? How many total kids do you have?
I have 2 boys. I'm the only girl in the house. I have an 11-year-old 6th grader who is new to Wood this year, and I have a 5-year-old kindergartner who is brand new to Corey.
Oh, see, I was thinking you were part of the twins club, but you're not.
I'm not.
You're lucky.
But I'm not in the boys club, so I know there's some other board members who have all boys. So
there you go. There you go. And I know that takes up a lot of your time. And and you're on very active at the school. Is that correct, in the PTA?
Yes. I mean, I feel like I've got my hands in a bunch of different pots, but I mean, I think that keeps me busy and it's fun. I'm an Uber to both my boys. They are active in all sorts of things. My oldest plays baseball. My youngest, we just started dance with him because he absolutely just tried it and he loves it. He's going to also play soccer. So yes, I will be all over the Metroplex with my boys.
There you go.
Their activities.
That's what parenting is these days, right? Is being an Uber. Trying to raise them up right, but also being their Uber driver. So
correct.
Well, speaking of raising kids up right, we'll be back with you, Trinley. I'm going to go to someone who knows a little bit about trying to teach kids how to grow up right and have some grace and manners while they're doing that. The wonderful and lovely Anita High School. Hello.
Hi, how are you, Steve?
I'm great. So I kind of gave them a hint of that. So tell them I love what your occupation is because I think it is so necessary and needed, especially today. So tell folks what it is that your business is.
Well, I am Anita High School, and I'm the owner and instructor at Prim, Poised, and Proper. And I am certified social graces, etiquette, and image consultant. I work with children, teens, as well as adults. We work on social graces. We talk about business etiquette, dressing for success. And my motto is etiquette is not extinct. And yes, we need to get back to these rules, raise our kids and teach them the right thing to do. And hopefully they can become more socialized.
Yes, and I think Facebook and life in general if people would follow some of those social graces again, that we would have a lot less heartache right now and a lot less anger in the world. If people, knew how to interact with each other in a positive and more graceful and more polite way, because you can still get your point across, but you're professional and polite doing it. So, right. And what brought you to Theater Arlington? So how did you end up
When I kind of like
doing
Trinley,
it?
when I got that letter, I was so proud that I was even thought of to come. And I have a background in theater and music growing up, and that was what I did, performed all the time. So it was a pleasure and an honor to have the opportunity to serve on this board. I do feel like Theater Arlington is that little secret in Arlington that I wanted to be a part of helping get the word out. And I also wanted to come and work on the board with the Arlington to help with getting some more diverse plays and having something for everybody in the community, something that everybody could relate to, and something that everybody could enjoy.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I'm really most excited about in our 2022 season, and then just our future, is really trying to reflect more the community of Arlington in our backstage personnel and our designers, and certainly on stage, so that we look more like our community. And Arlington is the second most diverse city in the state, and I want to say the fifth in the nation. I mean, it's something, the numbers are and statistics are wild. And so I'm like, we should reflect that. We should look like that. We should represent that and let everybody in Arlington see themselves on our stage. And so we are really making a point of doing that. I think this is the most diverse season that we've had coming up, and especially with the inclusion of our play reading series that were going to happen. And so I'm thrilled about that and the changes that, and the direction that we're going. So I'm glad that you are here and a part of making that happen. So.
Absolutely. I also love the outreach part. I love the summer programs, all the work that you do with the children. It really helps to build their confidence and get up on stage and be able to perform in front of everyone. So that's another big part of it as well.
Yeah, I love that as well. We had a great summer this year. We're really looking forward. We have an ACT UPS program that goes into the schools, 6 of our Title I schools this year, and we'll hopefully add 1 or 2 schools each year. And they go into those schools all year long and do the same thing. They teach them poise and self-esteem and being able to speak to one another or speak in front of a group. So it is great, and that's why I like your business model so much. So
Thank you.
Because it's wildly important for young people to have that. So, and thank you for being on the board. I'll be back to chat with you a little bit later, and we're going to jump over to our last board member to talk to today, Holly Potter.
Hi. Good. How are you guys? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you great.
I'm at work. Don't tell anybody.
No one will know. It's just between you and me and our thousands and thousands of viewers.
It's fine.
So, yeah, it's fine. No one will know. Hi, James Healy. Good to see you. Hi, Renata. See, there's some of our viewers there. Jennifer Boone. Hello.
Hi, Boone.
So Boone and you are actually in the Twins Club, along with Nadia DeStefano, who was here last time. So it's just the 3 of you, but I know y'all are tight with Trinley, so that's why I was thinking she had twins as well. But
yeah.
And you have how many children total?
So I have 4 kids.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes. So I have the 9-year-old girl, and then I have 3 boys who are 5, 5, and 4. So we actually are training to open a circus over at our house. We'll syndicate from the theater. Oh.
Yeah, under the 5, 5, and 4, you may as well be having triplets. So, that takes a lot of time and energy. But what is it you do when you're not at Theater Arlington and you're not carpooling those kids to dance classes and all over the place? You are the life of the party in town, right? And what is it? How do you do that?
I try to be. So I do corporate meetings and events. I specialize in large groups that come into our area, and my job is basically to be the destination expert. Previously, it's been for North Texas, predominantly in Fort Worth and Dallas, and in the last couple of years, with the growth that we've seen in Arlington, I have gotten to bring the majority of my business back to the city that I love and that I grew up in. So now I am in Arlington about 90% of the time.
And if someone wants to have a big giant corporate event, how do they get in? What is your company? Where would they go?
Perfect. So my company is called 360 Destination Group, and we're a national company, obviously with brick and mortar locations everywhere, including Arlington, Texas now.
Excellent. So hopefully someone that's listening can put in Anita's and Holly's information for their names of their companies in the chat box there, so that if anybody needs to find that at a later time, they don't have to watch it again.
I bookmarked Anita's already because of 4 kids. Did we review that?
That's right. Yeah, you did send those 4 kids. For sure. Right. What is it about Theater Arlington that got you on the board? What made you decide, hey, this is a good fit for me and since I don't have a whole lot of time and I got to choose where I want to put it, what made you decide the theater?
So definitely the theater and being on the board was multifaceted. One, I feel like Aaron Reich came after me and was like, we need you. And I kind of just do whatever people like him tell me to do. Right. But there are other 2. One is that I saw the potential in this city, right? Like I had just said earlier, I had worked in Fort Worth and I had worked in Dallas, and I knew what Arlington had to offer on so many levels. And so this was the ability to really get tied in, to work alongside people who also had a passion for our city and a passion for the arts and for education as well. And so it was just a no-brainer to me, right? And then thirdly, I think I was always supposed to be famous. My mom didn't work hard enough, clearly. So this is basically like my last-ditch effort to become famous on the stage at Theater Arlington.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll see what we could do about that. My best friend in the whole world, Diana Story, says, great people supporting and building the future for Theater Arlington. That is true, Diana Story. And she's going to be directing one of our play readings later this coming season. So I'm going to bring folks back. Welcome back, everybody.
It's like the Brady Bunch.
Right. All y'all look around at each other. Does it look like I'm looking at you guys in this thing? Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. There we go. So yes, my mom says, loving this board. It's true. And Beth Marshall says, it's nice to meet all these fabulous board members. Thanks for all you do. And Beth understands about being on boards because she was the chairperson of our guild for many, many, many years, and serves on the board guild still. So we thank you too, Beth. So quick round, just shout out, or you can wave your hand if you want to answer. Tell me, everybody, one of your favorite shows that you saw at Theater Arlington. And I know it's been a while since we've done a show. It's been a year and a half. But a favorite show maybe that you saw here, or possibly your favorite show that you've seen anywhere that you're like, hey, I hope someday we do it at the theater. Anybody?
I gotcha.
Holly?
The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas was probably, ironically, I watched it as a child. I don't know what my parents were thinking, but it's been one of my favorites forever. And then the production at Theater Arlington was just absolutely amazing. And of course, Micah Green was wonderful, as well as the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
So Holly just took mine. I was going to say, yes, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. And also I loved A Raisin in the Sun.
Yeah, I thought our Raisin in the Sun was a beautiful production. I was really, really proud of it. I say every time it gets mentioned, I love our set for it because it was a different and unique kind of set that is not typically used in that show, or any kind of show, because all of the walls were scrim and you could see through them. Brian Stevenson did a great job with that. We love working with him. My mother is asking, she says, they're all so good looking. Is that a requirement? Yes, that is a new board requirement, that everyone is attractive. And my gosh, all of you spoke so brilliantly and eloquently about the theater, as if, which I think people are going to think that it was all a setup and I told everybody what to say and that you all had it written down because you all were so great at that. So thank you for that.
There was no script.
I know. That's what makes me happy is like, oh, good. I know when they're out in public talking about the theater that this is what they sound like now. So that's great.
So this was a test, Steve, right?
It was not a test, but you did pass it.
So can I just circle back around to something Holly mentioned about going to see the best little whorehouse in Texas?
Yeah.
One thing that Theater Arlington really does a great job at is having a family-friendly show, and I appreciate that. For all of us with twins, I don't have twins, Holly, but for those family-oriented shows, you can't get enough of. So I really appreciate that, Steve.
That's a good point.
Well, yeah, it is really important to me that, I mean, really almost any of our shows, anybody could come to. You know, we do a few shows, you know, that have some profanity, you know, or that have adult subject matter, but usually that's just one or two a season. And then we really try to make sure that we post on everything and warn people, right? But with that, I also really try to make sure that we have shows that are geared specifically for young people and families. So we typically do an adults acting for young people show and a youth show that is all kids performing. We try to make sure that there, you know, is a little something in our season. I always say a little something for everyone, right? So you may not love every single thing in the season, but there should be at least a couple of shows that are going to be up your alley. So, you know, we have some really raucous comedies. We have some musicals. We have a drama. You know, so it's something hopefully for everybody's taste. And I think that, yeah, is important for us to do. So thank you for bringing that up. So what are some shows that you're like, hey, I hope the theater does someday? Anybody got an idea on that? I'm going to laugh.
I got one.
Yes.
Heathers. Sorry.
Oh no, actually, I think that's I have not heard all the music for that, but I know lots of people, but I know people love it, and it is something different from what we do, and I think would bring in a nice crowd. So
if you need me to come sing it for you, just so that you can, like, you know, get a feel.
All right, thank you.
Cast her. Let's do it, and let's cast her. Let her have her moment, please.
That's right. Felicia, did you have one?
I did, and unlike Holly, I will not be singing anything. But Little Mermaid, it's my absolute favorite. It's just fabulous and colorful, and it's just such a love story.
Yes. Our youth have done that in our summer programs a couple of times. And I believe that we have had that. I think they've done that once as a youth production for the main stage as well. But I agree. That's one of my favorites. I love the music from that. Sometime not on Facebook Live, but when we have more time, I'll tell y'all a really hilarious story about my children meeting Benson, Jodie Benson, who was the voice for the Little Mermaid. We met her in New York one time, and it's a very funny story that I'll share another time. Sharon?
Oh, I was going to say I'd cast Holly right now, and probably Trenley and Boone as well in Crosby Park.
Yes.
Yes. Three of you are in and
sold.
Yes.
Give me a plaid skirt, and I'm ready to go.
My mother says Holly has to try out for a show. She wants us to do Side by Side by Sondheim again, which we did in the 80s. One of Beth's favorites is Blood Brothers, one of her all-time favorites. That is a really interesting show. Is that Mrs. Mears? I see a kitty.
This is Millie.
There's Millie. I couldn't see. Hi, Millie.
Now, Steve, I have a fun fact for you. As a kid, when I danced my whole life, but I also did a rendering of Side by Side, so I could bring that out of the vault and we could do it together. All
right, we'll do it. Jennifer Boone says she is not ever going to do a show. So, and
I got this. Leave it to me. Yeah, I got it.
Lori, Jen says she'll work behind the scenes, which you all met her last week. If you didn't see her last week, what is really fun is that one of our wonderful interns from Downtown Arlington Management has come and put all of our Facebook Lives, all of our Theater Thursdays are now on our website. And so you can go back and watch them, all the ones from January. So those of you that are, bored and don't have anything to do and want to see me ramble on about things, please go back and you can check those out. Lori Urso, I love Lend Me a Tenor as well. I think that is such a funny show and actually has a little bit of opera singing in it. It's really fun. So I think that's great. Well, anybody have anything they're just dying to say? You got to say before we wrap things up?
I do, Steve. I know we only have a couple seconds left, but somebody mentioned earlier about just the progress with you being at the home. And I want to echo that and just shout it and make sure that everyone looking, even those who will see it later off the website, know that you are doing a fabulous job and we appreciate you.
Great.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna have all of y'all back every week. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for being here today. And really thank you for all the work that you guys have done, because I think everyone here has been on the board now at least 3 years or more. And so thank you for all of that effort, because it does take a lot of time, and it really does take all of us, along with all of our guild members and our volunteers, and the public as well. So I thank you for that, because we're all making a change and making the theater be what we want it to be, which is really a gift, a treasure for the city. So thank you for that. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you all for being here today and chatting with us. Appreciate it so much. And we'll be back next week with some other board members that, come and see if they will tell you the truth and say horrible things about me. We'll see. Hopefully not, but come back and find out more about our board and more about the theater. As always, a pleasure to share this time with you on Thursdays. Come back. See you later, James. See you, everybody. Bye, neighbor.